All right, so today we're diving into something that's been kind of buzzing around online.
Mm-hmm.
This Millionaire Partner System. You heard about this one?
I have. Yeah, it's certainly piqued my curiosity.
Yeah. It's got this whole like aura of, financial freedom through online businesses, but then there's this like secret sauce,
Right.
this like partnership strategy that they're really pushing.
The strategic alliance angle is definitely intriguing.
Yeah, and we've got a ton of stuff to go through today. Like we've got their marketing materials from the website.
Okay.
We've got notes on all the key features they're highlighting, and even a few testimonials from people who've supposedly used the system.
Okay. Interesting.
But the big question is, does this thing actually live up to the hype?
Well, let's start by breaking down exactly what it is.
Yeah, let's get into it.
So the Millionaire Partner System is marketed as a comprehensive training program, right?
Okay.
It's like this one-stop shop for building and scaling an online business. But what's really interesting is their unique angle.
Mm-hmm.
They're all about leveraging strategic partnerships as the key to rapid wealth generation.
So instead of like grinding it out solo, you're supposed to learn how to spot these lucrative opportunities.
Exactly.
And connect with other entrepreneurs to build these mutually beneficial partnerships, as they call them. Right.
It's a very collaborative approach.
Yeah, very different from that whole hustle alone mentality you often see online.
Right. It's more about teamwork and leveraging each other's strengths.
Exactly. And they lay it all out in like this structured process, right?
Mm-hmm.
From like setting up your online framework to scaling for like maximum impact.
Yeah. And speaking of maximizing impact, one of the big things they emphasize is automation.
Oh, yeah. They are all about the automation.
Mm.
They claim to automate everything from lead generation and follow-ups to like content scheduling.
It's the dream, right?
Yeah, just all the time you could free up. You could finally work on your business from that beach in Bali you've been dreaming about.
I like the way you think.
But they do mention that you still need to put in the work.
Oh, of course.
Success doesn't magically appear just because some tasks are automated.
Exactly. They acknowledge that effort is still required.
Right.
But they certainly highlight the potential time-saving benefits of automation.
Yeah, for sure.
Now, to really understand what sets this system apart, we need to delve into their partnership strategy.
Okay, this is where it gets really interesting, right?
Yeah, this is the heart of their system.
Because they're not just teaching you how to build a business. Yeah. They're teaching you how to build a network of collaborative relationships.
It's like assembling a team of entrepreneurs, each bringing their unique skills to the table.
Have you ever considered like the power of collaboration like that in your own business ventures?
I mean, it's definitely something I've thought about.
Yeah.
The potential synergy is undeniable.
For sure. And they provide a lot of resources to help you navigate it.
Oh, that's good to hear.
Like they've got templates for partnership contracts and financial models to like project potential earnings.
Okay.
And they even have this exclusive network for connecting with other entrepreneurs.
So they're like matchmakers for ambitious business minds?
Yeah, exactly. So they're like putting it all together for you.
Very interesting.
But okay, let's get to the good stuff.
All right.
What are the potential benefits they're touting?
Well, they paint a pretty appealing picture, let me tell you.
Okay.
They talk about the possibility of passive income.
Everyone's dream.
Right. Escaping the 9-to-5 grind, having more freedom and flexibility.
Feels pretty good to me.
And they highlight their comprehensive training, claiming it's suitable even for complete beginners.
So like anyone can jump in and supposedly figure this out.
That's the idea.
Okay.
And you're also supposed to get access to this supportive community of like-minded entrepreneurs.
Oh, like a built-in support system.
Exactly like a cheerleading squad and a think tank all rolled into one.
I like it.
And then there are the tools and resources they provide, like campaign management, software analytics, dashboards to help you track your progress.
So they're really going all in on this idea that this system can be like a game changer.
Yeah, they're pulling out all the stops.
But before we get too carried away, let's look at some like real world examples.
All right, let's see who they're showcasing.
So they've got these testimonials, right? From people claiming to have achieved significant financial success using the system.
Like specific examples?
Yeah, so there's this guy, David Williams from California, who claims to have made over $200,000 in his first year using the system.
Wow.
And then there's Christopher Brown from Ohio, who raked in about $250,000 in just 10 months.
That's pretty impressive.
And they all emphasize how the system's automation features like save them tons of time.
Right, because time is money, as they say.
Exactly. And then there's this guy, Matthew Davis in Florida, claims to have earned over $500,000 in 18 months while still holding down a full-time job.
Now, that's a bold claim.
Yeah, it is.
And while these testimonials are certainly attention-grabbing, it's important to remember that these are promotional stories.
Right.
We don't have any independent verification to back up these claims.
So we have to take it with a grain of salt.
Absolutely. It's crucial to approach these success stories with a healthy dose of skepticism.
Yeah, we always have to be cautious when it comes to claims like these.
For sure.
Now, before anyone rushes to enter their bank account,
Right.
let's talk about risk reduction.
Okay.
What guarantees and safeguards are in place to protect your investment?
Well, they highlight a 60-day money-back guarantee,
Okay.
which essentially lets you test drive the system risk-free.
So you can get your money back if you're not happy.
Exactly.
That's good.
They also have an interesting bonus.
Oh, what's that?
If you manage to generate $10,000 in commissions using their system, they'll waive your entry fee.
So theoretically, the program could end up being free.
Precisely if you hit that target.
Interesting.
But even with a money-back guarantee, it's still a financial commitment
For sure.
and a time investment.
Absolutely. What about the security of your financial information?
Well, they emphasize the security of their transactions,
Okay.
specifically mentioning their use of Digistore 24, which is a well-known and reputable online payment platform.
So at least you can feel secure about that aspect.
That's one less thing to worry about.
But even with these guarantees and reassurances,
Right.
it's crucial to remember that no system guarantees success.
Absolutely.
The money-back guarantee only applies if you're unsatisfied. And reaching that $10,000 commission threshold might not be feasible for everyone.
It's a good point.
Right.
It's a good sign that they offer these safeguards,
Yeah.
but they don't eliminate the inherent risks of starting any business.
Okay, true.
And speaking of risks, we need to address some potential downsides that might not be explicitly mentioned in their polished marketing materials.
Yeah, let's get into that.
Because there are always two sides to every story.
So one thing that kind of jumps out at me is like how much this whole system relies on those partnerships.
Yeah, that's a big one.
Your success is like basically tied to the performance and the reliability of your partners.
It's true.
And that could be a pretty big risk, right?
Yes. I mean, what happens if a key partnership falls apart?
Right.
Or like a partner just doesn't deliver on their end?
Exactly.
Those are factors that are completely outside of your control.
Totally.
And they could really impact your progress.
Yeah, and we can't forget about competition.
Oh, yeah.
The online business world is like incredibly crowded these days.
It's a jungle out there.
Right? Even with great training and tools standing out and actually like achieving profitability can be really challenging.
No doubt.
Have you thought about how you differentiate yourself in a market like that?
Oh, yeah. It's something you definitely need to consider.
Right.
Market saturation is a real concern.
For sure. And of course, there's the financial investment. The Millionaire Partner System is currently priced at $1,997,
Okay.
which is, a substantial amount of money.
Yeah. That's not chump change.
Especially when you consider that there's no guarantee of returns.
It's a gamble for sure.
It is. You're basically betting that the training and the resources will pay off,
Right.
but there's always the chance that they won't.
And even if you do get your money back with that 60-day guarantee, you're still investing time and effort,
Absolutely.
which has its own opportunity cost.
Exactly. You need to like weigh those potential benefits
Right.
against the time commitment and the inherent risks involved.
And speaking of time commitment,
Yeah.
that brings us to another potential downside they don't explicitly address,
Which is?
how much work is really involved.
Yeah.
Because while they emphasize automation, building a successful online business still takes a lot of dedication,
Right.
consistent effort.
You've got to engage at the training, implement the strategies, manage those partnerships,
Yeah.
and keep adapting to the constantly changing online landscape.
It's not a set it and forget it kind of thing.
Well,
It requires ongoing work and commitment.
and here's another thing that I was thinking about. They make these done-for-you elements sound almost foolproof.
Right. Like it's a guaranteed recipe for success.
Yeah, if they're that effective, why wouldn't everyone be using them?
That's a great question.
Right. It does make you wonder if there are limitations or complexities they're not fully disclosing.
It's possible.
Now, we've been focusing on potential downsides,
Right.
but it's important to remember that these are like inferred based on our analysis and understanding of the online business world.
Of course.
They're not like explicitly stated in the materials we reviewed.
It's always crucial to approach any program like this with a critical eye. carefully considering both the potential benefits and the potential risks.
Don't just take their word for it.
Exactly.
Do your own research, read independent reviews, talk to people who have actually used the system.
Get the inside scoop.
And now let's get down to brass tacks.
All right.
The cost and value proposition.
So the Millionaire Partner System is currently being offered at $1,997.
Okay.
Which is a significant drop from its original price of $4,997.
Wow.
They're also sweetening the deal with a bunch of bonuses.
Like what?
Like done-for-you traffic generation, exclusive mentorship sessions, things like that.
They certainly know how to make it sound appealing.
They do.
But the big question is it worth it?
That's the million-dollar question.
It is.
And ultimately, only you can answer that.
Right.
It depends on your individual circumstances, your risk tolerance, your financial goals, and how much time and effort you're willing to put in.
So before making a decision, carefully weigh the potential benefits against the cost, the time commitment, and the inherent risks involved.
Make sure this system aligns with your vision of success.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, it's your time, your money, and your future on the line.
It's a big decision.
It is.
Take your time, do your research, and don't be afraid to ask tough questions.
Great advice. All right, so we've really dug into this Millionaire Partner System.
Yeah, we've covered a lot of ground.
Broken down their promises, looked at the potential benefits, and, even explored some of those potential pitfalls.
It's all about getting the full picture.
Exactly. Now let's distill all this down into some key takeaways.
You need to know info.
Exactly. So if you're seriously considering the system, here's what we want you to remember.
First and foremost, no system, no matter how slick the marketing is, or how impressive those testimonials are, can guarantee financial success.
It's true.
It takes work. It takes dedication. And that willingness to constantly learn and adapt.
It's not a magic bullet.
Absolutely. Don't fall for that get-rich-quick trap. Approach this like any other business venture. Requiring strategic planning, consistent effort, and a realistic outlook.
It's so easy to get caught up in the excitement,
Oh, yeah, I know what you mean.
And think there's some magic solution out there.
But real success takes time and effort.
It does. And along those lines, don't just take their word for it.
Exactly.
Really investigate those claims they're making. Don't rely solely on the testimonials and marketing materials.
Right. Dig deeper. Seek out independent reviews. Talk to people who've actually used the system.
You want a balanced perspective.
Yeah, absolutely.
Not just a sales pitch.
Because remember, marketing is designed to sell.
It is.
But you need to make an informed decision.
And that brings us to the next takeaway.
Which is?
Honestly assess your own skills, resources, and risk tolerance.
It's all about self-awareness.
Are you comfortable with the level of financial investment?
Right.
Do you have the time and energy to commit to building an online business? Are you prepared for the challenges of managing those partnerships?
Because sometimes that enthusiasm can overshadow those practical considerations.
You can.
So take a step back. Really think about what you're willing to invest and what you realistically hope to gain.
And finally, remember that success often comes down to mindset.
Oh, absolutely.
Approach this with a positive, realistic attitude.
Right.
Be willing to learn, persevere through challenges. And celebrate those wins along the way.
It's a journey.
It is. The Millionaire Partner System might be a useful tool on your journey to financial freedom.
It could be.
But it's not a magic wand.
You're the one in the driver's seat.
Exactly.
It's up to you to take that knowledge, apply it strategically, and build the future you envision.
We hope this deep dive has given you valuable insights.
I think it has.
And empowered you to make a well-informed decision.
Remember, knowledge is power.
It is.
The more you learn, the better equipped you'll be to navigate the complexities of the world and achieve your goals.
Keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep diving deep.
Until next time.
See ha.